beautiful spots for houses back in here. Would love to find an acre with a tiny creek running around it nearby that I could generate a little electricity off of, maybe even get water off of to process and drink. My retirement home is going to be basically off-grid, other than you know, if I actually have to have a legit AC, it'll be on 220, of course. The dryer and the oven, if I even have an oven, I may opt to not even have an oven. I will have a range top. I'm pretty sure the range tops run on 110. But I would need 220 for a dryer. But like all the lights and anything that doesn't absolutely have to be on 110 is going to be on 12 volt and run off solar and some kind of power bank. I don't think I'll go as far as putting inverters in and running 110 stuff off the solar, although you probably could if there was an ice storm or something and the power went out. But I'm planning on having a little wood stove. It's going to be a pretty small, pretty humble place. But I would love to find a piece of property like along a road about like that one. Hollis Skyway, 2 miles. Brothers. So we just turned. If you kept going straight, that would put you on the Skyway. I think that's technically the beginning of the Skyway. Joyce over there. That's a 10-100. Stretch my hands, get my hands up, wiggle them around. Up here on this bridge, I'm going to try to slow way down and look to the left. There's a campground right in there, and one of those campsites you can walk out onto that big ass rock out there. That's pretty cool. Turn is right here. I was thinking it was farther out. So if I go straight here, that'll take you to Maple Springs observation deck, but we're going back this way to get back to 129. 6 miles. Sign right there. Wow, this road is in worse shape than what I remember. Pretty bumpy. So there's a bunch of campsites out along here. Kind of surprised to see people in these campsites, because there was a fire out here not that long ago to the left of the road that we're on. In fact, north of the Maple Springs observation deck out in there. That's really remote out there, and they were having a hard time getting that contained. And I guess the week before I came, there was a couple days of pretty good rain, I guess, squashed that fire, which is awesome. So a little bit worried. I think maybe the observation deck might have even been closed for a while, in a week or two before I came up. Whoa, that corner kind of snuck up on me. Yeah, this road is worse than what I remember. But I do remember that this is just this ain't no all-ass road. I knew the pavement wasn't great. This is about how the pavement is going up to the observation deck. Yeah, that's some fishing kayak. Man, all the rocks and stuff on the bank, and I gotta watch where I'm going, man. Target fixation, gonna bite me in the ass. But there's a whole bunch of campsites along this road, lakefront campsites, as this road winds around this reservoir here. Would be a pretty cool place to camp. There goes one down there. Bunch of debris washed into that little cove right there. That would suck. If that was your campsite, I wouldn't want to go wading into that. No telling what kind of trash is in that. This whole area reminds me of the area around where my grandparents lived there on Lake Hartwell. All these reservoirs kind of look the same.